Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. So in this video I'm talking about motorcycling and campervanning. Do they ever mix? Right, so I think the Americans got more of a hang up than us do over here in Europe, in UK certainly, about sticking your bike on a trailer or on hooking it up to a campervan and riding or driving to motorcycle rally. For me, I would always say get on the bike. If you're fit and able to ride, just ride it. Sleep rough, strap a tent to your bike and away you go. That's the way to do it. So I don't in principle agree with sticking on a trailer, going to an event, then making out as if you've ridden there and then on your bike. I can understand why people do it. Maybe they really don't want to ride the the long distance, whatever it is. But that's if you're by yourself. Let's say then you want to take a pillion with you. You're at the half, whatever it is, or let's say you've got a family in tow. That's where it gets tricky, because then you need somewhere for them to be. It depends. You might be fit and able to ride all that distance, but your partner might not be fit and able to ride all that distance with you. So I can understand why people get into campervans, that's for sure. I say it's not for me, it's not my kind of way of thinking. I say, yeah, I think you should get on the bike and go, but I understand why. Now, would I ever get a campervan for motorcycling and put it on a trailer? If you'd asked me a few years ago, I would say absolutely not. But then something happened a few years ago, obviously, with my partner. We had our lad, and then it became more family holidays as well. And then it was a bit of a dilemma. Do I ditch the bike and just go on family holidays and not have the bike or whatever? If we're going to a foreign destination, and let's say I usually end up renting a bike there, go riding around for the day, that kind of thing. So, I get my bike fixed, but we still get the family holiday. But then I thought, actually, we could rent or buy a campervan. Family could go in the campervan, I ride behind. So we're, everybody's happy on the holiday. I get my biking fixed, they get the campervan fixed, and at night we're all in relative comfort. We're always together. That's the way I would kind of approach it. So I'm thinking about changing my bike. I'm thinking about getting for a lot smaller enduro bike, because I love my off-road riding, of course, as you know that. But I'm also thinking about getting a road bike. I won't tell you which one yet, but more that I've been wanting to get for a long time. And if you've seen my other videos, you might know what I'm talking about as well. No definite plans yet, but with your smaller enduro bike, I think that I could actually strap that to a campervan, that kind of thing, and away I go. Now, in the off-road world, which I kind of come from one of my youth, going away at weekends, with your dirt bikes, motocross bikes, enduro bikes, putting them in vans, in campervans, that kind of thing. Well, that's what everybody does. They still do it to this day. Race bikes, race caravans, that kind of thing. That's what it's about. So, everybody's always doing it, but those are off-road bikes, not road bikes. So, so I am thinking about doing that, thinking about putting less miles on an enduro bike on the road, and then just having a campervan or a van. Then I drive to an off-road destination, a trail somewhere, get the bike out, whatever. Now, the other thing about being on a bike, living on a bike as it were, going to a motorcycle event, it really depends how, or any kind of destination, it really depends how long you're going to be there and how secure your base of operation is going to be. So let's say you're going to go there, pitch up a tent, then you have to go and ride around somewhere for the day. Well, you can't really leave any valuables there. In your base camp. You can leave your tent possibly. There's always a chance that's going to get snagged. You can't really leave anything valuable. So you've always got to take everything with you. So you pretty much, now it depends. Are you touring, or are you going to go somewhere for about 2 or 3 weeks as a base of operation? So I would say, if that's the case, then there's a case for a campervan type thing, a van of whatever description, so you can lock everything away, then you go riding off for the day. So I would say that that kind of makes sense to me. But anyway, look, a few plans coming. That might be being changed at some point in the next year. Might be getting a smaller enduro bike, might be getting another road bike, I might even get a campervan. But it's going to be a special campervan, which I'm going to have to build myself, because I still want it to be a van, a utility van as well. And I'm going to try and make things that are, you know, you can take everything out, put everything on like a click system. I'm not sure if it can be done, but we'll see. Anyway, it's going to be more like a day van, but you can overnight in it as well every now and again. So that's my thoughts on motorcycles and camper vans. I think, yeah, they can be done. You can do it. There's nothing wrong with it. It depends what you're doing. You know, short stays, you know, relatively short distances, just go on the bike. But it depends if you're by yourself or with a family. If you're a family, you need some kind of camper van system or another mode of transport to get, you know, your other half and, you know, the pups on the, you know, on the bike with you. Right, I'm going to be heading out. I think I've recorded too long here. Catch you on the next video, whenever that is, and well, watch your space for the new bikes and the new camper van and whenever that's coming. Ta-da. You didn't think I'd pass up this opportunity to go right through the water, did you? Nah, of course not. Oh, that rains. It's not too deep actually. It's only about three-quarter tyre depth. Ta-da!